Good morning and welcome to 8 at 8. One of the most significant blessings in my life is Bon Air Baptist Church. It's the church I grew up in my whole childhood. And it's not the building, it's the people. And it was specifically the people that were one or two generations older than I was. It was those people who loved me and encouraged me and prayed for me and taught me. One of those people was Tom Murphy. Tom was the dad of one of my close friends, Doug. He was a judge, but he was also a singer, and we performed in a lot of the same musical events as I was growing up, and he was full of joy and full of encouragement. Now, for all of you who, like me, are a generation older than some of the young people that you're around, I want you to know this morning that you have no idea the impact you can make on that younger generation. You know, Tom never sat me down and said, let me teach you something or let me show you this or that, but he was present. It was his smile, it was his joy, it was his encouraging spirit that left an indelible impression inside of me that I carry around to this day. It reminds me of what God told Joshua. He says, just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you or forsake you. And when we are just simply present with just people in ordinary moments of ordinary days and weeks, and we have God's presence with us, it passes on to them. So remember that. Tom had a massive heart attack on Saturday morning. He had to be revived several times. He underwent surgery, and he's sedated right now in a hospital in Richmond, Virginia. Now, the day before on Friday, I was on a Zoom call with two of the leaders here at Church in the Palms. And, we just shared with each other what was really going on in our lives. And after about an hour of that, we just prayed for each other. And one of my friends, Jessica, was praying for one of my other friends, Teresa. And as she was praying, she just simply said these words, "He is with you." Now, for some reason, in that moment, God brought to my heart this song. It was a song my choir sang back in Richmond, back at Gayton Baptist Church. And you might know it because one of those American Idol contestants, Mandisa, she recorded it, so you may have heard the song. But for some reason back then, whenever I would hear the words and hear the song, I just would lose it. There's something about it that just spoke to the real things of life. And anyway, the Zoom call ended, the prayer ended, and I printed out the lyrics and I tried to sing the song, and I literally could not even get through it. There's just some words, some lines in it that just hit me so hard. So, you know what? I've tried to sing it a few times since then, and I haven't gotten through it yet. But, that's never stopped me before. So I'm going to share this song this morning. And you know what? If I can't get through a line, I put the words online for you, so you can just follow along and you can kind of sing it if I can't. But I am going to warn you, this song talks about real stuff, and you might be affected as well by the words. And if you are, I want to just encourage you to embrace this reality that God is with you. This song is certainly dedicated to my friend Tom there in that hospital room. It's also dedicated to his wife Phyllis as she wakes up this morning and lives this day. My good friend Doug and his brothers. This song is for anyone who is struggling today. Would you know that God is with you?
There's a time to live and a time to die. There's a time to laugh and a time to cry. There's a time for war and a time for peace. There's a hand to hold in the worst of things, in the worst of things. He
He is with you when your faith is dead and you can't even get out of bed, or your husband doesn't kiss you anymore. He is with you when your baby's gone and your house is still and your hearts are stone, crying, God, what you do that for? He is with you. There's a time for yes and a time for no. There's a time to be angry and a time to let it go. There's a time to run and a time to face it. There's a love to see you through all of this, through all of this. And He is with you in the conference room when the world is coming down on you and your wife and kids don't know you anymore. And He is with you in the ICU when the doctors don't know what to do and it scares you to the core. He is with you. We may weep for a time, but joy comes in the morning light. And He is with you when your kids are grown, when there's too much space and you feel alone, and you're worried if you got it right or wrong. Yes, He is with you when you've given up on ever finding your true love, someone who feels like home. He is with you. And when nothing else is left and you take your final breath, He is with you. God is with you.